Hello again, baseball fans and Apba baseball fans, and welcome to Game 4 of the 1982 World Series, replayed here on the Apba Master Game on the Tigerbob Broadcasting Network. We got the St. Louis Cardinals at Milwaukee. Cardinals took the last game 6-2, and they took a 2-1 series lead as they are trying to take the commanding 3-1 lead here in Milwaukee, and Milwaukee trying to even the series up at 2. Today, pitching for St. Louis will be Dave Lapoint, the left-hander from Glens Falls, New York, and he'll be going up against Haas, the right-hander from Baltimore, Maryland. So right now, Haas is on the mound, warming up. And we'll go down the St. Louis Cardinal batting order. Leading off will be second baseman Tommy Herr. Batting second, third baseman Kenny Oberkfell. Third, the first baseman Keith Hernandez. Batting cleanup, right field George Hendrick. Fifth, catcher Darryl Porter. Sixth, left fielder Lonnie Smith. Seventh, DHing Dane Orge. Eighth, center fielder Willie McGee. And batting ninth will be the shortstop Ozzie Smith. And they'll be going up against Byron Edmund Moose Haas. He is a grade 6 right-hander with a Y and a Z. So let's get ready to play some baseball here. And the umpire calling balls and strikes to be Davey Phillips, and he hollers, "Play ball!" And in the batter's box is Tommy Herr. And here we go. First pitch of the game. Haas pitching to Herr. 54-32, fly ball. Right field, Charlie Moore under it, makes the catch, and we are underway. I appreciate you guys being here, and I hope you settle around and listen to the Apba Master Game for a while. Batting number 2 is the third baseman, Kenny Oberkfell. We got a 36. 36 is a 33. The Y-man, Haas, strikes him out. 2 up and 2 away here in the top of the first inning. And up steps Keith Hernandez. He is 0 for 11 so far in the series. Haas pitching to Hernandez. 44 is a 7. That ball drops into center field. Hernandez is on first base. He gets his first hit of the series. So 2 outs. Hernandez on first base. And up steps the right-hand hitting Iron Man, George Hendrick. Haas delivers. Here's the pitch to Hendrick. 63-31. Fly ball, center field. Thomas got a good jump on it. Out there just shy of the warning track on a long fly ball. Puts it away. And we're going to the bottom of the first inning. St. Louis scoreless, and the Brewers coming up to bat. Lapoint on the mound warming up. And we got the batting order here for the Brewers. We got the third baseman, Paul Molitor. Shortstop, Robin Yount. Batting third, first baseman, Cecil Cooper. Cleanup hitter, the catcher, Ted Simmons. Batting fifth, Gorman Thomas, center field. Batting sixth will be Ben Ogilvie out in left field. Don Money DHing today. Charlie Moore batting eighth in right field. And Jimmy Gantner playing second base. And they're going up against the lefty from Glens Falls, New York. Lapoint, he is a grade 8, and he does not have any letters, so he's a straight grade 8. So here's the pitch. Molitor in the batter's box. Lapoint delivers. Pitch to Molitor. 61. 61's a 32. That ball's out to medium right field. Hendrick under it. Makes the catch. 1 up and 1 away for the Brewers. Brewers looking to tie this series up at 2 today. They need a big win at home. Up steps shortstop, Robin Yount. 66 is a 1. That ball's deep. That ball is far. And Robin Yount has just hit his second home run of the World Series, and the Wallbangers take the lead. 1-0. Robin Yount. So with 1 out, 1 run in, up steps Easy Cooper. 23 is a 12. Second base, Tommy Herr. Quick flip to first. Cooper out at first. So we have 2 outs. Nobody on. And up steps the catcher, Ted Simmons from Highland Park, Michigan. Simmons, 25, is an 8, off the grade 8. That ball drops into left field. Simmons is on first base. Coming up to bat is Gorman Thomas. And here's the pitch to Gorman Thomas. 54-32, fly ball. Little shallow right field. Hendrick under that one, makes the catch. And we are going to the top of the second inning with the Brewers jumping out to the 1-0 lead on a Robin Yount home run. And leading off will be Darryl Porter. He's been good so far. He has the 2 hits, but one was a walk-off home run and one was a double to knock in 2 runs. So the left-hand hitting Porter, looking for the pitch. 66 is a 1. That ball's launched, and that ball's way out of here. Porter just crushed it. He just hit his second home run of the series, and this game is tied. Oh my, is the ball carrying out of Milwaukee today on this Saturday night in Milwaukee. So up steps Lonnie Smith, tie game, second inning. Here's the pitch to Lonnie, 64-22. That's a catcher number 7. He's a 7 catcher, 31. That puts him in fielding 2. It's going to be a strikeout. He dropped the ball, throws it to first. And it's the out at first base. So strikeout, but he had to throw him out. So 1 away. And up steps Dane Orge, the left-hand hitter. 13. 13's a 14. Base on balls to Orge. They got the runner on first base. Orge is a RO and a speed of 5. And they got McGee up. He's going to be batting left-handed, and they're not going to hold Orge on. They're going to play back at first base. And here goes E.T. Willie McGee, 31. Is an 8. That ball drops into left field. Runner going to stop at second base. So here come the Cardinals. They got 1 across, and they got 2 guys on with 1 out. And up steps Ozzie Smith, the number 9 hitter. Ozzie's 0 for 10 so far in the series. First and second. 61 is a 23. 23 is a pitcher number. The pitcher's a 2. The dice roll's a 34, so that'll be fielding 1. Single, infield hit. Runners advance, 1 base. F on second scores. He is not fast. So that he's the slow runner, so the bases are loaded. Wow, the pitcher cannot make the play. And got an infield hit, bases loaded, 1 out, and up steps Tommy Herr, hitting left-handed. Haas delivers to Herr. 51 is a 9. Off the grade 6 pitcher. That's going to be a base hit. Single over first base. Hit numbers 38 and 41. So being that ball's out there, not very deep, and he has an awesome arm out there. Charlie Moore with the 38 arm. Everybody's going to move up 90 feet. Run scores. It is now 2-1. St. Louis. Coming up the bat with the bases loaded is the left-handed Kenny Oberkfell. And Haas has to get out of this inning. Here's the pitch to Oberkfell. 41's a 24. It's a shortstop number. It's going to be fielding 1. It's going to be Jimmy Gatner to Yount to Cooper. Double play. And they get out of any further damage with a critical double play. Wow. And we are going to the bottom of the second inning with the Cardinals leading 2-1. What a huge ground ball double play turned by Milwaukee. Lapoint on the mound, pitching to Ben Ogilvy, the left-hand hitting left fielder. 56-34, high fly on the infield. Shortstop under it. Ozzie puts it away. 1 away. Now batting is the DH today. Don Money, Lapoint. Pitching to Don Money. 66 is a 1. That ball is smacked deep left field. If it's fair, it's gone, and that ball is a fair ball. Home run. Don Money hits one out, and we are tied at 2 in the bottom of the second. And the baseballs are flying out at County Stadium. The crowd, full crowd here, they are going crazy as the wall bangers are starting to flex their muscles. Here's the pitch. Lapoint pitching to Charlie Moore. 51 is a 9 off the grade 8 pitcher. The pop-up, 33 on the infield. Little pop-up. Second baseman under it. Makes the catch. 1 away. Now batting is Jimmy Gantner. What's Gantner done so far? He is 3 for 10 so far in the World Series. 14's a 30. That's a little fly ball out there. Left field, Ozzie Smith. He is out. Third out of the inning. And we are going to the top of the third inning. And we are tied at 2. And leading off is Keith Hernandez, the left-hand hitter. Singled his last time up. 34-31. Fly ball. Center field. Thomas coming in quickly. Makes the catch. He's slow out there, but boy, does he play a good center field. He gets great jumps on the ball. Up steps George Hendrick. Here's the pitch to Hendrick. 51. 51 is an 8. That is in a drop in there. Base hit Hendrick. So man on, man out. Darryl Porter up. Porter homered his last time up. Haas has to be careful with him. Here's the pitch to Darryl Porter. 32-26. Second baseman, 54 on the 8-man. That'll be a fielding, too. That would be a fielder's choice play, second to short. Couldn't quite turn to double play. Porter's not the fastest runners, but he beat that one out. So now we got 2 outs. Porter on first base. Up steps Lonnie Smith. And here's the pitch. Lonnie Smith, 24-13. Stood there like the house on the side of the road. And now watch that one go by. So struck him out, and we are going to the bottom of the third inning, tied at 2. We got the top of the order. Paulie Molitor leading off. Lapoint delivering to Molitor. 15 is an 11. That ball scoots right through the infield. Base hit for Paulie Molitor. He's a D32, so with 1 or 2 outs he can steal. So he's in a good lead on first base, and up steps Robin Yount. Robin Yount is 6 for 14 so far in the series here, with 2 doubles and 2 home runs. Lapoint pitching to Robin Yount. 64-14, ball 4. Pitching him too carefully. Now the Brewers got 2 on, nobody out. And we have Cooper up to bat. Left-hand hitting Cooper. Here's the pitch. The point to Cooper. 63-31. Fly ball, center field. That'll be out to Willie McGee. Puts it away. 1 away. And up steps the switch hitting right-handed. Ted Simmons. Here's the pitch. To Simmons. 33 is a 6. That ball is crushed. That ball is a double. All the way out there to left center. So being Simmons is the pulls both. He pulled that ball all the way out to the left fielder. The left fielder goes out there. He grabs it. We got the 32 arm from Smith. To the shortstop to 33 arm. So we got 33 minus 18 speed for Yount on first base. 15 off 37 gives a 32, but he's not being held, so he has a 33 chance of scoring. And they are going to try for him. 33 chance. 11 through 63. He's going to be safe. And it is a 64. He is gunned out at the plate. Unbelievable. The tag is put down. by Porter. 1 run scores, but the second guy is out. And Simmons stays on second base. So what a close play at the plate, but Smith fires it all the way home to Porter, puts the tag down for the second out. Milwaukee does take a 3-2 lead. We got Simmons on second base with 2 outs. Boy, but that could come back to haunt him. It looked like he was going to be safe by a mile. Here's the pitch to Gorman Thomas. 15 is an 8. Man on second base. That ball is going to drop in there. Single over second. The hit number makes it a 55. Center fielder 33. -3, take 30. 30 off to 55, 25 chance of scoring. They're going to send them. 25 chance. 11 through 51 chance of scoring. And he scores. Base hit. Knocks in Simmons. So they do get another run. And right now Lapoint is struggling. I don't know how far he'll be going. So we got Thomas on first base. And up steps Ogilvy. And they're not going to hold Thomas on. And here's the pitch. Lapoint pitching to Ogilvy. 52-27. Ground ball. Oberkfell over to second base. Fielder's choice. And that ends the inning. But 2 runs scored here by Milwaukee. And we are going to the top of the 4th inning with Milwaukee leading 4-2. So here we go, top of the 4th inning. Brewers leading 4-2, leading off for St. Louis. The left-hand hitting Orge walked his first time up. Here's the pitch, 53. 53's a 16, center field. 32 on the field and 1 out there. Thomas puts it away. Gorman Thomas with a fine play. And up steps with 1 out. E.T. Willie McGee. Here's the pitch. Hitting left-handed. McGee. 33 is a 7. He slaps that one in the right field. McGee's on first base. C26. He cannot steal down by 2 runs. So up steps Ozzie Smith. Man on. Man out. Hit and run play. We're going to do the hit and run. 53's an 18 on a hit and run play. It'll be a fielding 1. Out. Runner to second. Yount made the play. Throws him to first. So that did get the runner up in the scoring position. As the Cardinals down by 2 runs here. And up steps with 2 outs is Tommy Herr. Haas delivers to the left-hand hitting. Tommy Herr. 21 is a 30. Fly ball. Left field. Ogilvy over. Makes the catch. And we are going to the bottom of the 4th inning. With the Brewers leading 4-2 and leading off is Don Money. Lapoint delivers to Don Money. 12-25. Ground ball. Second base. Tommy Herr throws him out by a step. 1 away. We're going to try and get a little more length out of Lapoint here. Up steps the right-hand hitting Charlie Moore. 33 is a 0. 65 is an 8. That ball drops into left field. Charlie Moore gets his first hit of the day. So with man on and man out, now batting is Jimmy Gantner, left-hand hitter. And here's the pitch. Lefty and lefty. 35 is a 9. Gantner's handicap 3. So 8 becomes an 11. A 9 off the 11. That's the 33. Pop up, third base. Oberkfell makes the play. So now we got 2 outs. Moore on first base and up steps Paul Molitor. Singled his last time up. Here's the pitch. 44 is a 7. Line drive. Left field. Hit numbers. A 34. The runner's in a stop at second base. And we got Rob and Yount coming up. And we got a timeout here as they're coming out to talk to the pitcher. So in the bottom of the 4th, with 2 outs and 2 on, we got a pitching change. Doug Bear's coming in to pitch, and he'll be pitching against a right-handed Yount. So we got a righty versus a righty. Doug Bear's a 15, so he'll go up to a grade 20. Grade 20 to the first hitters. This is a critical out right here. Bear delivers. Here's the pitch to the grade 20. Fly ball, center field. Robin Yount hits it out there. McGee under it. Makes the catch. So Bear comes in, gets the job done. And we are going to the top of the 5th inning with the Brewers leading 4-2. And leading off will be Kenny Oberfeld, a third baseman. He's bounced in a double play and struck out today. Haas delivers to Oberfeld. 32-26, ground ball, Jimmy Gantner. Over a couple steps to his left, grabs it over to first. 1 away. Now batting is Keith Hernandez. Base hit and a fly out to center. Here's the pitch to Hernandez. 26-32, that ball's a line drive, right field. Moore, over his head, leaps, makes the catch in right field. That ball looked like it might be going all the way to the wall, but Moore runs it down. So 2 outs and up steps Iron Man George Hendrick. And here's the pitch to Hendrick. 34-31. Routine, center field. Gordon Thomas under it. Makes the catch. Very strong inning for Haas as we are going to the bottom of the 5th inning. It looks like Bear's going to stay over here to pitch another inning. And leading off will be Cecil Cooper, left-hand hitter. Bear delivers. Cooper, 36-33. Y-Man struck him out. 1 away. As Bear is a 15 with a Y and a Z. Now batting is Ted Simmons. Last time up, he doubled. First time up, he singled. So he has 2 hits today. Here's the pitch to Simmons. 24-32. Line drive, right field. Hendrick under it. Puts it away. 2 away. And now we got Gorman Thomas. Here's the pitch to Thomas. 26-13. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So Bear shuts him down in the bottom of the 5th. And we're going to the top of the 6th inning. Brewers leading 4-2. And up steps the hard-hitting Darrell Porter. Haas delivers to Porter. 23, 26. Ground ball up the middle. Gantner grabs it backhand. Throw to first. Got him by a step. Nice play by Jimmy Gantner. And up steps Lonnie Smith. Struck out both times today. Haas pitching to Smith. 45-14. Walks him on 4 straight pitches. So Lonnie's on first base with 1 out. And now we got Dane Orge. And they're going to hit and run with Dane Orge. 51 is an 8. That ball's going to drop in. Single. And Smith's going all the way to third base. So the hit and run play pays off. They got him on first and third with 1 out. So St. Louis making a move. They're going to, Orge's coming out of the game, and they're going to, Julio or Cesar Gonzalez is going to go in and run at first base. On a ball up the gap, they're hoping to get 2 runs in. So they got him on first and third with 1 out. A pinch runner on there for Orge. And up steps Willie McGee. Switch hitter hitting left-handed. He has 2 hits today. And here's the pitch. Haas pitching to McGee. 15 is an 11. First and third, 11. Off the grade 6. That is an infield hit. The runner's going to score. So Smith is going to score, and Gonzalez is going to go to first base. It's a close play at first base, but E.T. Willie McGee beats it out, and now we got a 4-3 baseball game. And Haas is still out there pitching. He's going after Ozzie Smith, first and second. 1 out. Pitch to Ozzie. 56-34. Ball's popped up high on the infield. Third baseman. Molitor calling for it. Makes the catch. That is a big out for the Brewers, as they're trying to hold on to this 4-3 lead here in the 6th inning. And up steps Tommy Herr from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Here's the pitch. Hitting left-handed. 36-14. Ball 2. He thought he had a walk. And here's the pitch to Herr. 21-30. Fly ball, left field, Ogilvy, medium depth. He's under it, makes the catch. And we are going to the bottom of the 6th inning with the Brewers clinging to a 4-3 lead. So Doug Bear coming out to pitch another inning so far. He's only pitched to 4 batters so far. So he's still good to go another inning because he's trying to keep them in the game here. And here's the pitch. Bear pitching to Ben Ogilvy. 33 is a 5. That ball is hit hard right off the base of the right field wall. And Ben Ogilvy pulls into second base with a double. He hit it too hard. He didn't hit it high enough to be a home run. It was just scorched. And up steps Don Money. Man on second base. Nobody out. Bear delivers to Money. 51. 51 is a 9. He is not handicapped. A 9 off the grade 15 pitcher. That is going to be in there. Single through short. Left field. The hit numbers of 41. So Lonnie Smith with the 32 arm, Ogilvy with the 13 speed. That's a 19 off the 41. 22 chances scoring. They're just going to hold him at third base with nobody out. So single, runner to third. And coming up to bat now is Charlie Moore. And infield is going to go deep. They're going to be looking for the double play ball. Bear delivers to Charlie Moore. 36-14. Ball 4. Bases are loaded. And we got a mound visit. So Gantner's up, bases loaded. They're going to hang with Doug Bear. See if he can't get him out of this inning. They're going to leave the infield deep. They want to get the double play ball. Bear delivers to Jimmy Gantner. 55. 55 is at 8. 8 off the grade 15. That is a 31. Center field. That's going to be fielding 3 with the 63 dice roll. Center field, the number is 55. So we got our center fielder's arm out there. Center fielder's arm is McGee. 33 arm. 33 minus 13 is a 20. He has a 35 chance of scoring. They're just going to let him score. Then we got... And Money's going to stay on second base. So they're going to get the sacrifice fly. They didn't want to try for the guy at home because then it would end up being probably moving the runners up on the throw. So that ball was just deep enough to get the run in. Brewers take a 5-2 lead. Now we're back to the top of the order with a couple right-hand hitters. Doug Bear. They're trying to bear down. Here's the pitch. Paul Molitor. 66 is a 0. Oh my, 43 is a 6. That ball is hit right down the right field line into corner. So Don Money going to come around and score. Then you got Charlie Moore. He's going to stop at third base. So we got the double. One scores. Other to third base. As he ended up with a 17 chance of trying to go there. He had a 17 chance of scoring, and with one out, they left him at third base, and we got to have a pitching change. So second and third, one out. Coming in to pitch to Robin Yount will be Jeff Latte. As they're bringing the infield in, Latte's up. In the pitch, Robin Yount's up, infield's in, here's the pitch, Latte, pitching to Yount. 16 is a 28. That is a shortstop. 52 on the 10-man will be fielding a 1. Out, short to first. Runners hold. Ozzie Smith made a tremendous play, got out at first base, and the runners have to hold. And that is just a huge out there. And now we got the left-hand hitting Cecil Cooper coming up. And we got another mound visit. So at least the left-hand hitting Cecil Cooper coming up. Jim Cott is coming in the pitch from Zeeland, Michigan. Jim Cott's all warmed up. Second and third. 2 outs. Runners are, infield is deep. And here's the pitch to Cooper. 66 is a 1. That ball's launched. That ball is in the right field seats, and Cooper hits the 3-run homer. And the Brewers, with the 3rd home run, they're blowing this game open. They got a 9-3 lead. What a blast by Cooper. And up steps Simmons. 2 outs, bases empty. 13, 36, RP board. 24 on the 36. That ball's a 28. That's a ball. Simmons still in there. Here's the pitch. 51 is a 9. Off the grade 6. That ball drops in there. Simmons gets a base hit. And now we got Gorman Thomas. They're not even going to bother holding him on. Here's the pitch to Thomas. 46-13. Struck him out. It's a batter-out inning here for the Brewers. As we are going to the top of the 7th inning, with the Brewers leading 9-3. So as we go top of the 7th inning, Brewers bring a new pitcher, and they're going to bring in Jim Slayton to pitch. You probably try to get 1 or 2 innings as Haas give up 9 hits, and his pitch count was starting to climb up, so they're getting him out, and they're bringing in Jim Slayton to pitch. So up steps Oberkfell. Brewers with a 6-run lead. Slayton pitching to Oberkfell. 44 is a 7. Base hit, right field. Oberkfell's on first base. And here come the Cardinals. Up steps the left-hand hitting Keith Hernandez, lefty against the right-hand pitcher, Hernandez. 15 is an 11. 11 off the grade. 14 is a 28. Shortstop, Robin Yount. Fielding 1, fielder's choice, short to second. What a play by Yount. Thought that ball was up in the center field, and Robin Yount grabbed it and got the force out. So Hernandez is on first base with 1 away, and up steps the right-hand hitting George Hendrick. And here's the pitch to Hendrick. 35 is a 9. Off the grade 15, that ball's in there. Be a base hit. Center field. Runner goes to second base. So we got 2 on, 1 out, and up steps Darryl Porter. The righty delivers to Porter. Here's the pitch. 31-14. Ball 4. The bases are loaded with St. Louis Cardinals now, as this game has taken a vicious turn in a hurry. Coming up to bat is Lonnie Smith, and we got a mound visit. So bases loaded. Lonnie Smith up. Jim Slayton and staying in the game. Here's the pitch to Lonnie. 52 is a 27. That's a third base. Third baseman's a 4. 32 on the 4-man. That is going to put him in fielding 2. So bases loaded, 27. Fielding 2. Fielder's choice. Runner out at home. Nicely done. Third baseman, Molitor, guns it to the plate and gets the lead runner. 2 away. Everybody moves up 90 feet and up steps. Gonzalez will be batting, as he came in to run a little bit earlier there for Origin. He stayed in the game. So 2 outs. Bases loaded. Here's the pitch. Right-hand hitting Julio Gonzalez. 61 is a 13. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout. What a promising inning. But they cannot get any runs across, and we're going to the bottom of the 7th inning. We have a 9-3 Brewer lead. Hope you're enjoying the 1982 World Series replayed actual play lineups here on the Apba Master Game, here on the Tigerbob Broadcasting Network. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, if you could take a second if you're enjoying your watching, please do. Any likes, any comments, it's all appreciated. So as always, keep playing Apba. It's an awesome game. And now it's time to go on with the rest of the game. And leading off will be Ben Ogilvy, as Jim Cott still out there pitching. Lefty on lefty. 33 is a 5. Off the grade 10. That ball's hit hard. That ball is right down in the corner. And Ogilvy's in the pull in the second base with a double. That is Ogilvy's second double in a row. And now we got Donnie Money up. Man on second base. Nobody out. Here's the pitch from Cott to Money. 62-27. Third baseman. Oberkfell. He's a 4. That'll put him in fielding 2. Ground out. Third to first. Runner holds. Check the runner back and threw him out at first. As we got the Brewers a couple innings away from tying the series up at 2 games apiece. And up steps Charlie Moore. Here's the pitch. Caught to Moore. 66 is a 0. 56 is a 6. That ball's down in the left field corner. Ogilvy scores. Moore goes into second base. It's a 10-3 lead. And up steps Jimmy Gantner. Here's the pitch to Gantner. 56-34. Pops it up high on the infield. Tommy Herr under it. Makes the catch. That's 2 away. And back to the top of the order. Paul Molitor. We got a mound visit. So with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning, we got the right-hander coming in from New Orleans, Louisiana. It'll be Steve Mira coming in to pitch. So he's a grade 6, goes up to 11. He'll be grade 11 to the first hitter. Man on second, grade 11. Murr delivers. Molitor, 42's a 39. Man on second base. That's a catcher number. It's going to be fielding 3 with the 64. So we got a man on second, 39 RP board. What do we got happening now? Man on second, 39. RP board, 33 on the 39. Is a 10. A 10 is the shortstop. Ozzie Smith, fielding 1, short to first. Gets him out of the inning. So Mira comes in, gets his job done. And we are going to the top of the 8th inning. Brewers leading 10-3. And up steps Willie McGee. 16-28 ground ball shortstop. Robin Yount guns at the first. 1 away. And these fans are partying here in Milwaukee. Because they needed a big win. It looks like they're going to get it today. 65-35. 35, that is going to be a little ground ball. Third base, over to first. 2 up and 2 down here in the 8th inning. Top of the order. Tommy Herr. Here's the pitch. Slayton. Pitching to Herr. 12-25, ground ball. Second base, Jimmy Gantner throws him out at first. We're going to the bottom of the 8th inning. So bottom of the 8th inning, leading 10-3. Up steps Robin Yount off the right hand hitting Mira. Robin Yount, 53's an 18. Ground ball, Ozzie Smith. Comes over, and that bounces off the heel of his glove. All the great plays Ozzie makes, and he proves he's a mere mortal, and he makes an error. So Robin Yount's on first base. And up steps left-hand hitting Cecil Cooper. Murr delivers to Cooper. 45-14. He walks him. So we got 2 on. Nobody out. And up steps the catcher, Ted Simmons. Here's the pitch to Simmons. 33 is a 6. That ball off the left field wall. That ball was crushed. Yount's in the score. Cooper's going to third. And it's an 11-3 Brewer lead. As they just want Murr to get out of this inning. Infield deep. Here's the pitch to Thomas. 24-13. Struck out for the 3rd time in a row. So 2 outs. And now we have Ben Ogilvy. 2 for 4. Doubles his last 2 times up. And here's the pitch to the banana man. Ben Ogilvy, 55, is an 8. with runners on second and third. It's an 8. That ball's going to drop in there. Single over first. The hit number is a 5, so it's a 56. So he gets a base hit. Cooper's going to score. Simmons going to stop at third base. It's a 12-3 lead. Then we got Don Money, Murrah, pitching the money. So 34 is a 31. Fly ball, center field. McGee under it, makes the catch. And Simmons is in a hold at third base. So we got 2 outs. Runners on first and third. And up steps Charlie Moore. And here's the pitch, righty on righty. Charlie Moore, snake eyes, is a 0. 16 is a 6. That ball rolls all the way out to the left field wall between the left and center fielder. Simmons is in a score. Ogilvy's in a stop at third. It's a 13-3 game. Because they're just trying to get one more out. And up steps Jimmy Gantner, second and third, 2 outs. Murrah pitching to Gantner. 62-29. Second and third. It's a comebacker to the pitcher. Murrah throws him out at first. And that is finally the third out of the inning. And we are going to top of the 9th inning. Brewers 13. St. Louis 3. Slayton staying out there. Leading off is Kenny Oberkfell. Here's the pitch to the left-handed Oberkfell. 24-32, fly ball, right field. 1 up, 1 away. Charlie Moore puts it away. Up steps Keith Hernandez, lefty. He is 1 for 4 today. Single back in the first inning. 23-26, ground ball. Gantner grabs it. And the crowd are all rising to their feet as their team is 1 out away from evening this thing up and for a game 5 tomorrow here in Milwaukee. And here's the pitch to Hendrick. 35 is a 9. That would be a base hit, Hendrick. Hendrick gets a single. They're not going to bother holding him on. Up steps Porter. Here's the pitch. Slayton to Porter. 35-14. Ball 4. Porter walks. So 2 on. Nobody out. They're not holding anybody on. Up steps Lonnie Smith. 32-32's a 12. Nobody held on. First baseman. 44 be fielding 1. That's going to be ground out to first base unassisted. Cooper makes the play. And that is the final out of the game here in Milwaukee. As the Brewers take this one in the laugher. 13-3 as St. Louis will regroup for Game 5. Go over some final totals here in today's baseball game. Milwaukee Brewers had 13 runs on 18 hits. They didn't make any errors. St. Louis had 3 runs, 12 hits, and they made 1 error. Pitching for Milwaukee was Haas, 6 innings, 9 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Slayton come in and he pitched the last 3 innings. He loaded the bases up. It got out of that jam. So he had 3 hits, 2 walks, did not give up a run. So Haas will get the win. Slayton, he will get a 3-inning save. And then for big hits for today, we had Simmons had 4 hits and Molitor had 3 hits along with Ogilvy. Well, they had 4 guys with 3 hits. So Simmons with 4. We had Molitor, Ogilvy, and Moore all with 3 hits for the 18-hit attack. For St. Louis, Hendrick had 3 hits, along with McGee. Home runs in the game. Porter hit one for St. Louis, but then for Milwaukee, Cooper, Money, and Yount, the wall bangers, all hit home runs. That was Robin Yount's 2nd home run of the series. So in front of 56,560 fans, they leave the ballpark here excited as their Brewers come back to even this series up at 2. And we got Game 5 coming here soon. And that'll be a rematch of the Game 1 starters with Forrest pitching against Mike Caldwell. So I thank you guys if you made it to the end here for following along. And I always appreciate any likes, any comments, anything you can do to help me with the channel. So as always, keep playing Apba baseball. And until next time, have a great baseball season. Goodbye.